Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here of Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. What this has come down to is the winner is going to be the representative in the NFC with a first-round bye, and the loser is probably going to end up in fifth place as far as the seedings go behind the division winners. The Minnesota Vikings and Detroit Lions have both had great seasons. When you think about everything that they've done, they've played spectacular football, similar identical records. The Minnesota Vikings have had the wonder story of Sam Darnold being somebody that not only stepped up in place of the injured rookie, JJ, and I think that a lot of people doubted Sam Darnold, including myself, thinking that he could carry the torch for this team, be the playmaker that they needed at the quarterback position to not only keep the ship on the tracks, if you will, or ship on the water, if you will, car on the train on the tracks, but to make sure that the offense was not stagnant, to make sure that the offense wasn't stale. Not only has he provided leadership, the ability to pass the ball down the field, clutch touchdown passes. He's got his number one receiver looking good, number two receiver looking good, stat wise. So it's been a refreshing thing to watch Sam Darnold. He's going to get paid after this year. He's taking on a Lions team, and let's not leave out that defense. The Minnesota Vikings defense that has some of the best choreography after they score, or after they get a touchdown, or after they get an interception or a fumble recovery. It's a team that's having fun. It's a team that's playing well together. When you're looking at the Detroit Lions, you're talking about a team that's been bit by the injury bug, but they still continuously win games. They still continuously put up offensive juggernaut-like numbers, Madden-like numbers, and everything from losing Montgomery, their starting running back, to losing Hutchinson, who could come back if they go to the Super Bowl. They have a number of storylines that have been out there. But you got to keep in mind, they want to win this game. They want to not only get that monkey off their back, get the number one overall seed in the NFC, and they want that bye so they can recover, rest, and get some guys back. When you're thinking about this game here, this is going to be the game of the week, and you're thinking about both these teams have offensive firepower. I think it's going to come down to defensively, which team can slow down who. First and foremost, when you think about Jameson Williams, when you think about his speed, when you think of Jahmyr Gibbs, his speed, this team is built on speed. Amon St. Brown with the speed and the ability to catch the ball off difficult routes. One of the best tight ends in the game for the Lions. And you're thinking about so many different things that they do well. But defensively, can they slow down Minnesota? Will they be able to slow down that 2 tandem of wide receivers at Minnesota? Will they be able to slow down the tight end position? You know, it's a big if for a lot of these questions. I think that overall the momentum is with the Minnesota Vikings. I'll say this because Minnesota has been more consistent in the way that they've been winning, the manners with their winning. Detroit has let a couple of teams stay around that had no business playing with them. They've had to struggle in a couple of situations where they should have blown the doors off of teams. So when you're thinking about consistently overall, I think that we have to look at this and say, can the Minnesota Vikings do what they've been doing for the last couple of weeks? You know what? I believe that. I'm picking the upset in this one. A lot of people are taking the Detroit Lions. A lot of people are saying they're going to be at home in XYZ. I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings to upset the Detroit Lions in big-time fashion and take the number one overall seed in the NFC. All you Vikings fans, Lions fans, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. One thing you're going to have to realize, the coaching from Minnesota was a lot better than the coaching in Detroit, I believe. I just think overall right now, there's a head coach balance that tips to Minnesota. Offensive coordinators could go to Detroit, and defensively it could teeter a little bit to Minnesota. But when it's all said and done, mark my words, the Minnesota Vikings will win this game and be the number one seed in the NFC. So all you NFL fans, get in the comment section. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. We'll see you on the next episode.